Hi, everyone. So, if you ever, can we start the presentation, please? So if you ever tried watching a high-definition video online, you probably had at least one of those very frustrating experiences in which the video will take forever to load or will stop repeatedly while playing. And the reason why this happens is that you're trying to squeeze this huge amount of data through the limited capacity of your access network, which is the segment of the network connecting end users like me and you to the rest of the internet. So network operators are trying to address this problem by moving towards fiber to the home, essentially replacing traditional broadband with fiber, which is 1,000 times the capacity. The problem with this approach is that you're building high-speed ramps to enter and exit the main information highways, but then you cannot expand the capacity of these highways because they're already built on fiber. There's no smart economical way to do that. So essentially, when you try to enter these main information highways, you're going to get stuck into congestion, into traffic. It's just not going to work. So ideally, you would want to stay into your access segment of the network and avoid this kind of congestion. How do we do this? Our solution is implementing the buy local paradigm for networks. Now there's this big push towards reducing your environmental footprint and avoiding transportation of goods from the other side of the country, where you can get the same identical product in your backyard. We want you to do the same thing with digital goods, with the added benefit that data does not disappear after it's been used. You can redistribute it and recycle it as many times as you want, as long as there's demand for it. So the way we're doing this is by reinventing peer-to-peer, not as in illegal file sharing, but as in a network managed tool to store and redistribute content as close as possible to the end user. So say that yesterday night your neighbor watched the latest blockbuster, and today you want to watch it too. There's no reason why you should go all the way into the center of the network and download it from a server up there, where you can grab it directly from your neighbor and then help other people by redistributing it to them. We studied this approach with video streaming, video on demand. We found out that on average, 96% of all video requests can be served without leaving the access segment of the network, which means that on one hand, you're avoiding congestion, you're fetching your data from a closer source, so essentially, your user experience is going to be improved. You're going to avoid those waiting times. But not only that, because you're being more efficient with the way you use network resources, you can actually do smart things with network interfaces, shut down those that are no longer needed, so you can save power consumption. You can reduce your power footprint. And this, in turn, can be translated into cost savings, monetary savings for network operators and service providers. So essentially, we're building a faster, greener, and cheaper network for everyone. And this is hopefully just the tip of the iceberg, because we only really apply this to video streaming, multimedia, but you can think of a generalized cloud approach, in which the cloud does no longer sit at the center of the internet on some huge data center of Google or Amazon, but actually goes all the way to the edge of the network, to my house and yours. This is probably not going to save lives, but at least you're not going to spend a lifetime waiting for your video to load. Thank you.